What's up, YouTube? Welcome to the first of potentially many reviews of knives that I get from the TSA auctions. So I live on Maui, and on Oahu, every week there's an auction where they auction off pocket knives and all kinds of things that are taken from TSA, are taken by TSA from potentially law-abiding citizens. Anywho, I recently ordered 78 or maybe it was 87 pocket knives, and I just went to Oahu, picked them up, and I'm about to review them right now before your very eyes. Now, before I do that, I'm going to let you know that if you are bidding against me, we got some problems. Just kidding, you can do whatever you want. So check it out. This is the knives right here. It's a good pile of them. I'm going to pull them out one by one. This might be a long video. If you like it, like the video, subscribe, do whatever you like. Let's see. These are not new knives. Ooh, oh man, this guy, a little rusty. Pretty nice. It's a buck. Can't say it's all that high quality steel. You can see there's some rust on there though. It's a nice blade. Be a good hunting knife, Got orange handle, and I'll look it up. This is a $3.95 buck. But like I say, it doesn't feel like all that expensive of a knife. Plastic handle, whatever. I'm going to throw these on the floor as I review them so I don't review the same ones twice. This is a notoriously dangerous kind of knife. This is a CRKT. I don't really know what the style is called, but it's dangerous because you can see single bevel right there. But that's not why it's dangerous. It is dangerous because it just lives on the outside. You could definitely hurt yourself with this thing. Next, we have a Gerber. I believe this is a Gerber. Yeah, serrated, not very sharp. That's the thing you're going to find with these knives. And actually, the reason why I'm buying them is because I recently got into knife sharpening. I use a belt sander. I was taught by Cliff Curry of Curry Custom Cutlery. You should follow him. He's awesome. But yeah, so gotta have hobbies. What do we have here? CRKT first production. Ooh, that might be nice. I haven't looked up the value on these yet. Ken Onion. Little known fact, Ken Onion actually lives on Oahu in Kaneohe, I believe. I've tried to contact him with some knife inventions. Never got back to me. Ken Onion, if you watch this video, get back to me if you wouldn't mind. Next. This one's pretty cool. So, I've never actually seen this mechanism before on a pocket knife. It's not like, normally you'll have like a little lever right here to flick it out. This one, you have a safety here. You pull that safety down, and then you can start to flick out the knife. Pretty cool. Serrated. I'm not a big fan of serrated knives, mostly because I can't sharpen the serrations easily, at least. This one's actually, it feels very sharp. I'm going to sharpen it anyway, because that ain't nothing compared to what I can do. If it ain't, if it ain't hair popping sharp, yeah, that was pretty good. Then I want nothing to do with it. So it might be a higher quality steel. It's got some rust on it. Who knows? We got a Kershaw number 3650 plastic handle. Probably not all that valuable. Next, we have I don't know what this is. Something in a container. There's a guide on it. There's a buck. Could be something nice. It's actually, this is a very nice aluminum handle with some, whatever you call it, little grips put into it. Beautiful. This is a 183 buck. It's actually S30V steel. I don't know if you can see that. Cannot get it to focus. S30V, this is a quality knife for sure. This must have cost well over $100. I don't really know, but it's got a saw on it as well. Gut hook. It's a good little survival knife. I think I'm going to keep this one. With the first batch, I sold, I think I sold 6 knives and got all of my money back out of 125 knives. So there's money to be made, and I got to keep, I kept 3 Benchmades, 3 Spyderco, 30 Kershaw, and I sold probably, I guess I sold 4 Benchmades and 2 Spyderco and a William Henry. That's where the money's at William Henry. What is it called? ZD 189. I forget what it's called, but very high quality steel. That thing sold for, I don't know, $250. So that got me half my money back right away. Up next, the only other one that's in a case, nondescript here. Let's find out. Oh, really tucked in there. It's a Kershaw. Okay. Kershaws are generally not all that valuable. I think they do make some that have some value. This one is a 1920. It's not made in 1920. That is a model number. But it's pretty cool, actually. Oh, yeah. So we have a tool. So we got a driver, and then we have all these bits. That's actually pretty cool. I'm going to keep this in my truck. Got a couple of Phillips head bits. Try not to stab myself. I'm going to close this knife. Jesus Christ. A couple flathead bits on this side. I like it. It even looks like there's a bit of a ruler right here. She's a keeper. Maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided. As you can tell, I have a plurality of knives. A plethora, you might say. Too many, some might say. Snap-on. Might be good. Let's see. Who is the maker? It says China. Piece of junk. I don't know. Milwaukee. I got a buddy, Doug. Loves Milwaukee. I just gave him one the other day. Immediately cut himself. Hilarious. The guy is a joy to the world. Pretty cool. She'll sharpen. What do we have here? Another Kershaw. Does it have a good flick? It does. Oh, yeah. Yeah, like I say, some of these knives, all of these knives have lived a full life before they ended up in my hands. So most of them are not in good shape. This one, good shape. What do we have here? Another Shaw. Another Kershaw. The Chode. I'm actually not really sure what model this is, but I'll call it the Chode 8700 Limeby. Kind of cool. Still sharpened. This could be nice. It's another Kershaw. I thought it was a titanium handle. This is not. Must be stainless. It's heavy. Definitely heavy. This one is a 1655 Kai. Made in China. Probably the 8 CR13 MOV or something like that. That kind of steel, Chinese steel, high quality. Ooh, let me give that one another flick. Ooh, yeah, not bad. So you can tell, you can test the sharpness of knives. Be careful with this, but you can test the sharpness of knives using your thumbnail. And you might not know it looking at this pristine specimen of a thumbnail, but I've I've tested the sharpness of 100 knives on this thumbnail right here, and you can't even tell. It's amazing how much thumbnail you actually have. So what you do is you take and try, I don't know if you can see that. I should probably invest in a better camera than the front-facing camera on my 2019 Galaxy. Anyway, so yeah, this one, it carves a little bit of a shaving off of my thumbnail, but what it doesn't do is carve a curl off of my thumbnail. If it carved a curl, that would be a sharp knife. Got a good flick though. This one is an 1830. To give you an example of a sharp knife, it's another Kershaw. This Kershaw Leak, one of my favorites. It just has the most satisfying flick. All right, so as you can see, shiny, pristine thumbnail. I shouldn't even be doing this because you can't even tell, but shaved a curl on my thumbnail. Not that you can actually see. As I mentioned, I'm going to get a better camera. This one goes over here because it is previously sharpened by my expert self. Ooh! Look at this. You know what that is, everybody? You know what that is. That's a Spyderco. Famous for their crispy little click. Ooh! What is this one? Seiki City, Japan. That's how you know it's good. A lot of these are made in China. This is a good one. It's probably VG10 steel. It is VG10 steel. It says it right there. Beautiful. I'm actually not even going to throw that one on the floor because I want to play with that later. That's a beauty. Here's another beauty. Look at this. You know what that means too, right? Benchmade. Say it with me, people. Ooh. Eee. Oh no. Yeah, see this one, she needs some service. Obviously, this has seen some use. The blade is not in terrible shape. There's a little bit of a nick right there, but I can take that right out with the belt sander. I love this style where you have the little click right here. Once this is freed up, the ones that are like this, a nice one that has some problems, I'm gonna pull it apart. I'm gonna pull all these screws out with the Torx bits and clean it up with a Q-tip and lubricate it all and get this puppy to where the weight of the blade will just shloop, open it right up. So this one goes on the table too because she's nice. What do we have here? Looks like a Kershaw, but it is nondescript. You can see no identifying markings. It's a nice flick. And yes, Kershaw Speed Safe. This one goes on the floor. All right. Here we have, what is this? Gerber. Oh, Gerber. It says it right there. Pretty nice. Got a safety on it. A lot of these have safeties. I'm not really that big of a fan of the safety. Ooh, that's why it has a safety. Well, that's interesting. Check this. Pop! You just give it the smallest, the most minute flick, and she pops right open. Yes, these are legal in the state of Hawaii. The only knives that are not legal in the state of Hawaii are switchblades and butterfly knives. Look at this. Another Spyderco. Ooh. All right, what do we have? This is, so this is a good example of one that is not the nicest. So it's not a Delica. Delica, you see, they have this pattern right here, the plastic. It's kind of like a spider web. You see how it's kind of concentric like that. It's plastic. Not usually the biggest fan of plastic handles, but these Spydercos, their handles are great. This is also plastic. Actually, no, I think this is G10, which is like a laminated fiberglass kind of material. But what gives it away is this indication right here that says China. China. Some might say China. Not the best. Yeah, this is the 8CR 13 MOV, which is like the recipe for how you make it. So 8CR means there's like 8 parts chromium, and then 13 MOV, I think it's molybdenum. So 13 parts molybdenum, and then vanadium. Someone will correct me here. I'm not entirely sure what I'm talking about. It's nice enough that I'm going to keep it on the table. All right, what do we have next? Gerber. No spring assist. Not doing so hot. Floor. What do we have here? Pure Chinesium. This is a Maxim. Doesn't even lock in place. There is somehow a watch battery stuck in the side. This is, I'm not even going to bother sharpening it. It's a piece of junk. This one looks pretty nice. The Brown Mule. Just by looking at, I haven't looked into this at all. The brown mule. If it has some kind of a like a laser etched thing that looks like a wagon train called the brown mule, I'm betting it's not all that nice. Although this little penguin, or whatever that thing is, looks kind of nice. China. Handcrafted in China, though. Definitely going on the floor, but I'm going to give this one away. Most of the knives that I get, I give them away. I love to give things away just to my friends and people. So after I sharpen them, obviously, I turn these knives into razor blades. What is this? Nice G10 handle, or G2. Am I saying that wrong? G2. Yeah, I'm mixing that up with VG10, the steel. Nice handle. Nice and sturdy. I don't know what kind of steel this is. It's completely nondescript. There's absolutely no markings. Interesting. I'm going to look more into this. It goes on the table. Feels like high quality. This, I'm not even going to... Oh, went right back in the container. That's as crappy as they come. This is another G2, G10, VG7 handle. Just made that up. K-Bar Tactical Series 9 Limited Edition. Pretty nice. I like it. Let's say what kind of steel. China, 2806. I'll give it away. What do we have here? We have a SOG. Most SOGs, lackluster. Maybe not that nice. It's not a Benchmade. This one, however, has a mechanism like a Benchmade. I haven't seen this. This is called the X-Ray Vision ATS-34 Seiki, Japan. So this is probably VG10 steel or something nice like that. Got a good click to it. It's had some use, man, this thing. Look at that. It's like a saw mark out of it. Ooh, the clip has broken off. Part of the clip is still in there. We'll give it some love. I want to keep this on the table. I like that. What else do we have here? This one, not even going to bother with. Very crappy, weighs like nothing. Same with this. Janmar. Crap. Another crappy knife, stainless steel, China. Junk. This looks pretty nice. This is another one of those fiberglass G2 handles. And the blade, Buffalo River. I know nothing of the brand. Could be nice. Not a very good click. Could just be dirty, though. It's clearly dirty. There's like some beef jerky shoved up in there. So if you're wondering how I clean these knives, I went to a garage sale a while back and I picked up an ultrasonic cleaner. So I just throw them in there, turn it on, and that's it. So then I'll lubricate them after that with some mineral oil. So it's fine to, it's food grade mineral oil? Mineral oil. Jeez, I cannot talk today. Just worked a 10-hour shift and went to the gym, and now I'm sharing with you parts of my life. Here's a Gerber. Goes on the floor. Fire department, something. Not worth anything. Got a little glass breaker. Kind of cool. Let's see if I can find something good for y'all. Requires a little bit of horsepower. This one, stainless steel, China, Black Legion. Junk. This one is like fake carbon fiber. It's probably crap. Buck. That's nice. I like buck knives. 327, made in China. Goes on the floor. Goes on the floor. Some of these are just absolute junk. Police goes on the floor. I'm going to give that like a 4 out of 10 on the flick. 3. Doesn't even reach the end. Junk. All right. You know, this video is actually going to be pretty dang long if I go through all 87 of these knives, so maybe I won't, but this one is interesting. It has a Mercedes symbol. Richards. Richards. Richartz. I know nothing of that brand. Rust-free stainless, which is, I guess, German for saying stainless. Rust-free. Solingen, Germany. A little bottle opener. My money is on this being junk. Goes on the floor. Got to be something good in here. This is a SOG. Like I said, SOGs are kind of middle of the road knives. Some of them are apparently pretty good. Ooh, it's got a weird spring in it. Decent little snap. Oh, look at this. So that's how you lock the blade in place. Does it just bend otherwise? No. Not really sure how this one works. Interesting. Oh, all right. So this is how you close it. You push this down, and then you can close it. Otherwise, it stays locked, and you can put this safety on so that this cannot be pushed. I like mechanisms, and this, my friends, is a mechanism that I'm not really that familiar with, so it's kind of cool. I'll just keep it on the table. What else do we have here? I know. So when you're buying these, you can see the pictures online, and they're like, you can see like, oh, that's a Spyderco, that's a Benchmade. So I know there's like 4 Spydercos in here. I think I've only found 2. Be able to find some more. Yes. Nice. CRKT goes on the floor. Don't know what this is, goes on the floor. Where are the Spydercos? Oh my God, look at this. Look at that. What a beauty. What kind of flea market crap is this? Oh, junk. There's not even any writing on it. A lot of play in the blade. That is junk. Grade C junk. Not even grade A. Alright, what do we have? Anything worth bringing out? This is nice. Okay, here we go. There we go. Carbon fiber buck. This is one that they make for climbers. It's super lightweight, nice and thin. Got a carabiner on it right here. It's got a clip, little pocket clip as well. Check the blade. Actually looks fresh, man. This thing's like brand new. A little scraped up on the carbon fiber, but from being jangling around with 80 something more knives. That goes on the table. What do we have here? Coast. Give a lot of these away. People love them just because they're free and extremely sharp. Cut you if you look at it too hard. That's right. My knives are sharp, baby. What do we have? 511. I've never had a 511 knife. I don't know if they're nice. Plastic handle. Ooh, doesn't look promising. Doesn't say China. Doesn't say what kind. It's probably the 8CR 13 MOV, blah, blah, blah. Ooh, here we go. Just like that one that I carved a curl off of my thumbnail. This is a leak. Ooh, crisp. Ooh, this one is serrated. Not my favorite, but, you know, I'm pretty happy. Happy with that. If you recall, I paid $333 for all of these knives. I've gone through half of them or less. Probably less. Oh, this goes on the table. What else do we have up in here? I don't want to waste your time, people. I know your time is valuable. Look at that. Kershaw. This one is very interesting, actually. You see like the kind of sunrise effect right here. I'm not familiar with this. This is the number 1735 R.J. Martin design. It almost looks like it says D. No, but it said D2 steel at the bottom. It doesn't. I don't know what that is, but it's nice. The handle is good quality. This goes on the table. I like that. Most Kershaws, if you notice, didn't go on the table. That one is interesting. Oh man, what do we have here? Samsonite. They make luggage. No. What else do we have? Ooh, check it out. Twins. Twins. Elite. Ooh. Nice flick. Nice flick. Signature move. All right, what else do we have up in this gizzard? You know, I think I might call this video early just because I'm already 26 minutes into your life. Don't want to waste any more. But just to demonstrate something you can do if you have hobbies or you want more hobbies, get into knife sharpening. Give them to your friends. I tell you, every time I give somebody a knife, they're stoked. I don't care if it's this Northwest Trail junker. Sharpen it, turn it into a razor blade, and people will appreciate it. So it amazes me how many people I talk to that don't own a pocket knife at all. I'm carrying a pocket knife every day. Like, it blows my mind that people can go through life without a pocket knife. This is an NRA, probably some giveaway. Nothing. Anyway, people, thank you for watching. There's a bunch more knives in there. Like I mentioned, there's a couple more Spydercos I haven't even gotten to, but I hope you enjoyed watching, and like and subscribe if you'd like. Most of my content is probably not going to be related to this, but you never know what you're going to get. Have a good one.